What's going on over Only Sports? Back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Kadarius Toney situation, as it is something worth talking about. And it's very interesting. And what really is going on with Kadarius Toney right now is he barely played much in the season opener. He played in just 7 snaps. He got 2 rushes for 23 yards, one a 19-yard rush that was a pretty explosive and interesting rush, and then the other one was a 4-yard rush that really could have lost 5 or 6 yards, and he ended up gaining 4. So we obviously, when he does play and get his opportunities, he is a very explosive player, and it's very interesting, and it begs the question why Brian Daboll isn't playing him. But I'm not going to panic. I know a lot of people are panicking, and that's really why I made the video. Because I don't think we should panic. I think they're just going to try and kind of ease Kadarius Toney back into action. He obviously last year had that injury history, and he had, he was hurt all preseason. So when Brian Daboll was asked about Kadarius Toney, he said Kadarius is working his way back, referencing to the time that Toney was forced to, miss and the spring and summer months with that knee injury. But Richie James, in Kadarius Toney's absence, was very good. He had 70% of the snaps, 42 snaps. So he lived up to it. He was really good, in my opinion. So it's gonna kind of be tough, but I think the Giants will use pretty much everyone. I don't think they pick one or the other. I think they kind of use all the guys, even David Sills. I think they kind of get everyone incorporated with a pretty even and balanced amount of snaps. I think that as the season progresses and goes along, I think we're going to see a lot of Kadarius Toney, a lot of Kenny Golladay, Sterling Shepard, David Sills, Wan'Dale Robinson. When Darius Slayton sees the field, I think he'll play a bit too, but I don't think there's any question that Saquon Barkley's number 1 and Kadarius Toney's number 2 in terms of playmaking and explosiveness on this Giants roster with the weapons. So it's really interesting, but I don't think that there's anything wrong in terms of the relationship between Daboll and Toney. I think everything's fine, and they're just going to kind of slowly get him back and ramp him up again. I don't think it's worth all this talk and, what's wrong with the coach and the receiver. Daboll also said Kadarius has done a good job of learning our stuff, and I have no concerns about him knowing our information. So that's for all the people saying that, maybe he doesn't fit the offense, because, his type of skill set really fills and could kind of fit into anyone's offense. He's like a Tyreek Hill type guy, which Mike Kafka, the play caller, he saw a lot of that in KC. So I don't think there's going to be any issues with Toney. I think in week 2 he's going to get back on the field, and he's going to play a lot more snaps. I think he's going to be used a lot, and I'm really excited to see how the Giants use Kadarius Toney. I'm really excited for the game on Sunday. I think the Giants could start 4-0. You take a look at the schedule upcoming with the Panthers. I think that's a very winnable game at home. The Cowboys at home on Monday Night Football without Dak Prescott's a very winnable game, and then the Bears at home the following week. So I think the Giants are in a pretty good spot. They're set up decent here for success early on in the year. But this season's going to be a long season, a roller coaster. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited for it, and I hope you guys stay tuned with all the upcoming content on the channel, not just for football, but for baseball, basketball, hockey. It's going to be really exciting here on the channel. But I do want to know what you guys have to say about Kadarius Toney down below in the comment section. What do you guys think? Do you think it's, situation where Daboll's trying to kind of slowly ease him back in action and ramp him up again? That's what I think they're at. Or do you think that Toney's not going to be a long-term piece to the Giants, and that he doesn't fit this new regime and they don't like him? I don't think that's the case. I think Toney's going to be a long-time Giant as long as he could stay on the field and continue to produce, which he will, because he's a superb player. But I want to know what you guys have to say. I think Dable's going to slowly ramp up Kadarius Toney back into action. I think he'll play more snaps as the season goes along, and I'll start on Sunday. But you guys let me know all that good stuff down below in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. See you guys all in the next video, and as always, let's go Giants.